What's going on, everybody? Morph here, and welcome to the first episode of our Pokemon Shining Pearl Hardcore Nuzlocke. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, and let's get started. I have been wanting to make Nuzlocke content on YouTube for so long. I grew up watching people like Maryland, people like Flygon HG, just so many different people doing their Nuzlocke, sharing their stories, and now I think it is finally time for me to do the same. This is going to be a hardcore Nuzlocke, which means that if a Pokemon faints, it is counted as dead. You cannot use it for the duration of the playthrough. You can only catch the first Pokemon that you find per route. There are a lot of other rules. They will be in the description below. I am also implementing a rule where I cannot use Pokemon with 500 base stat total or higher. So anything lower than 500 is fair game. But yeah, and there are a lot of Pokemon that are right at that 500 line that I can't use. Pokemon like Rapidash, Drapion, counting them as not eligible. So yeah, and trade evolutions are not allowed. Most of them are over the 500 limit, so it doesn't really matter. But Pokemon like Electabuzz, Magmar, Rhydon, I am allowed to use as long as I keep them as such. So let's get started. Our spoken language is English. And also another rule of Nuzlocke is typically that you need to nickname all of your Pokemon. For this playthrough, I am going to be naming the Pokemon after Sopranos characters because I am a big fan of The Sopranos. I've been watching it, been rewatching it lately, and I just think it would be pretty funny. Pretty funny to have like a Bidoof named Tony Soprano make it all the way to the Elite Four as a Bibarel. That would be pretty funny. Anyway, here we go. Everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. I chose Pokemon Shining Pearl because I feel like it is often overlooked for how difficult it really is. True, the main game is pretty easy for the most part, but once you get to the later gyms in the Elite Four, they have, competitive level teams. It is not an easy task. I think that the Elite Four of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl is comparable to stuff like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, some of the harder mainline non-ROM hack Pokemon games, I think that this Elite Four is definitely very challenging. We will go with this character right here, and we will name them Morph. There we go. Your name is Morph? Yes. Here's Morph. A fine name that is. Thank you. Now this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What might his name be? Oh golly, what should we name our rival? That is a good question. You know what? Oh golly, there are so many things to choose from. You know what? Since we're doing the Sopranos, we'll name him Phil Leotardo. Oh golly. Alright, Morph, the time has come. Your very own tale of great adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you will meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure that along the way, you'll discover many things, perhaps even something about yourself. Now go on and leap into the world of Pokemon. Oh my gosh, I am shaking right now. I have always wanted to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke on YouTube, and now I'm doing it. This is so exciting. Despite the exploration team's best efforts, the rare and oddly colored Pokemon elude detection. The rumored Red Gyarados failed to appear, even fleetingly, to the crestfallen team. Well, yeah, you're looking in the wrong spot. It's gonna be at the Lake of Rage in the Johto region. Google TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week, same time, same channel. Alrighty, first things first, we are going to go into our options. We're going to change the text speed to fast. Oops, not done yet. We'll change the text window to something cool. Maybe that looks cool with the Pokeball. Battle effects on, style on set mode. Give nicknames, send to boxes, autosave, show nicknames. I think we are just about good. I wanted to make sure that the battle style was set on set immediately, just so that way there were no mistakes. And yeah, here we go. Let's get into it. Alrighty. More. Phil came calling for you a while ago. Oh no, what does he want? I promise I don't know the New York mob any money. I don't know what it was about, but he said it was an emergency. Alrighty, we'll go see him. Oh yes, Mort, don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It'd be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so good luck. Alrighty, and also another thing in this too, excuse me, is that we are going to have to use our starter Pokemon until we are able to find a suitable replacement. Given our rules, it looks like that'll be either a Kricketot or a Bidoof. But we're just gonna have to use them until we can find a replacement Pokemon. Nothing we can do about it, so yeah. Okay, Morph, I'm finding you $1 million if you're late. Oh my gosh, not even, what, 6 minutes, 7 minutes into the runtime right now, and we're already being fined by the New York mob of Pokemon. What is happening? What do you forget? Oh geez, forgot something. Alrighty, well we'll go in and we'll see what he forgot. Whoops. Better take my bag, my guidebook too. Oh hey Morph, we're going to the lake. I've been waiting on the road. $10 million. I don't have that kind of side hustle money, man. I'm just a Pokemon trainer trying to survive this Nuzlocke. I don't have that kind of spending money. Alrighty, let's see here. Route 201. Hey, what's going on, Phil? Hey, you saw the news report was on the TV, right? You know, the search for the red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of the furious Pokemon in a lake. In a lake. That show got me to thinking, well, if our local lake has a Pokemon like that in it too. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find a Pokemon like that. Yo, I didn't know you were a shiny hunter, Phil. That's you know, running the mob and shiny hunting. That's respect right there. I'm surprised I never saw a 3DS in the show. All right, to the lake. Let's find us a red Gyarados. I think it might be. I think it might take us a little more, a few more encounters to find one, man. But I like the optimism. Professor, there isn't anything out of the ordinary on the other side either. I may have been mistaken. Yo, they're looking for a red Gyarados too. What the? Everybody wants a red Gyarados. Fine, it's enough that we've seen the lake. We're leaving. Professor, how are you enjoying being back in Sinnoh? 4 years, it must be exciting again. There's one thing I can say, there are many rare kinds of Pokemon in Sinnoh. The region should serve us well in regard to our studies. Alrighty. Let's check it out. What's that? Don't go in the tall grass? No problem, no problem. We won't be in there long enough for wild Pokemon to come out. A briefcase? Those people forgot it here. What are we supposed to do with it? We can try to return it, but who were they? I heard them say Professor. Ruh-roh, it's a Starly. Oh no, what's going on? Look, they're Pokeballs. Let's try battling using the Pokemon inside of them. Alrighty, so this doesn't really matter to us since we're not using our starter, unfortunately. But I'm thinking we'll probably, trying to think. Maybe, we'll just go with Turtwig, because that'll give good old Phil, Chimchar, which I think will probably be the most difficult starter for us. What can I say? I like a challenge, you know? I like, I love Pokemon games, and I think that they're really fun, but I just love that little bit of, like, you know, am I gonna win, am I gonna lose? I love a challenge. And I think that's why I implemented so many rules in this run. You know, I've done Nuzlocks before with healing items, without. I've done hardcore Nuzlocks before, but you know, it's just that unpredictability that, oh my goodness, I'm going into the first gym with like a Turtwig, not even a Turtwig, a Bidoof and like a Magikarp, or a Kricketot or whatever. That being said, we can't use Magikarp because it evolves into Gyarados. Can't use it. And for this run, I decided to not allow myself to use Pokemon like, Grotle, Monferno, Prinplup. Even though they don't hit the base stat total limit, they can evolve into Pokemon that can, so not allowed. Alright, she's taking the briefcase. Looks like we gotta go and rest up. See about returning these here Pokemon. We might be in trouble. Yeah, so, oh my goodness, the start of a journey. It is, gosh, I'm excited. And I think that using all these rules will definitely make the early game a lot more challenging. I know it's usually pretty much a cakewalk, but I think it'll definitely help to make it more interesting, And then as we get later in the game, things will definitely get more challenging. Things will definitely get more unpredictable. I want to say that there won't be any deaths. We'll have like a deathless run or whatever, but I know myself. I get kind of impulsive. I don't think about all of the options before me, so there will definitely be some unfortunate circumstances in this run, I'm sure. Alrighty, so it looks like we're gonna go home and rest right now. I'll go see Professor Rowan, and then hopefully we'll get the first member of our team. Now, I'm already sweating a little bit about Rourke. Once we beat Rourke, we'll get a lot more access to a lot more different Pokemon. But until then, it's kind of more, up in the air. It's going to be a lot more interesting to see what we can use, what we can't use. Wow, I can't believe that happened to you. Am I ever glad that both you and Phil are unharmed? You know what? If Phil is the Don of New York, then I'm the Don of Sinnoh. Look out, everybody. More Sopranos coming at ya. Oh my gosh. Running shoes. I don't know. I like this game. I know it gets a bad rap, but I love the little chibi art style. Probably because Pokemon Pearl was my first Pokemon game ever. I got it Christmas 2008, I want to say. And my first Pokemon that I ever got was a Turtwig. Later on, about when I got to the Valley Windworks, I reset and I used a Chimchar, which I later raised to level 100, and that was my starter, but my technically first Pokemon ever was a Turtwig. So I think it's kind of cool going back to my roots and stuff. It gives me a lot of nostalgia. A lot of nostalgia for sure. And I am going to talk to this person. They give you a free potion, or not. Starly, I can't use you, even though I want to. And that's the thing too. I think technically, hold on. I think technically Staraptor is just under the requirements. I think it's at 490 something, 485 maybe even. Yeah, 485. But I'm not gonna use it. There are just certain Pokemon that even though they are, oops, I almost forgot the free potion. Even though we're not going to use it in battle, we're going to use them outside of battle. So I think it's good to pick them up. But anyway, yeah, Pokemon like Staraptor, for instance, it technically is under the level cap, but I'm not going to use it because Staraptor is busted, and every Sinnoh team has a Staraptor on it, So there are going to be certain Pokemon that I kind of draw the line exceptions for using and not using and stuff. Nothing above 500, but some of the ones below 500 I won't use too. Oh my goodness, I just want to run from you, please. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so let's get to Sam Gem Town. We'll get our Pokedex. And yeah. we will go from there. Oh, there you are. Please come with me. The professor is waiting. He's waiting just for me? Oh my goodness. Thud. What the? Oh, it's you, Morph. That old guy is not scary as much as he is totally out there. It doesn't matter, Morph. I'm out of here. See you later. Alrighty. Wow, what was that? Your friend seems to be really impatient. Hey, him and me both, man. You know, we're two peas in a pod. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, they even have little reflections on the ground. I didn't in the tiles. I didn't even notice that. That's so cute. Finally, you've come, Morph. Was it? Let me see that Pokemon again. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Alright, then I'll give you Turtwig as a gift. No nickname for this Turtwig. I'm so sorry. We can't use you until we catch a new Pokemon. I'm so glad that you're kind towards Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to, I just can't say. Are we gonna get whacked by Dawn? Is Dawn gonna hire Phil, our rival Phil, to wipe us in a Pokemon battle? Let's move on to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. My name is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want you to know exactly what exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. Oh my goodness. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokedex. This is what I want to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokedex. Will you use it? Yes. Good answer. We got the Pokedex. Awesome. That Pokedex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data of every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Morph, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. I've got this. I've got one too. When you walked up to Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I lived for 60 long years, and even now I get a thrill when I'm with Pokemon. Grand adventure begins now. Woohoo! The Pokemon I used for the first time was Piplup. If you have chosen Piplup at the lake, we would have chosen the same Pokemon. Not that it matters, but I'm done. I hope the Professor had pages of the Pokedex, so in a sense I'm just like you. Oh my gosh, a fellow Dawn. Well, listen. Oh wait, Dawn the Dawn. Oh my goodness. Can I get anything from talking to you guys? I don't think so. No. Nah, nothing. Alrighty, you're gonna give us the grand tour of the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart, if I'm correct. Yep, I know what that is. I've used it tons of times. Alrighty. Let's see what this is. Pokemart. We're gonna have to use some of our hard-earned dough and buy some Pokeballs. Actually, I don't know if we can buy some before the tutorial. I think we can. Let's see. What's going on? Oh, sweet. Okay. Holy moly, $8,000. That is that's a lot of cheddar. Alrighty, I think we'll buy 25 Pokeballs. We'll get like 6 antidotes. We'll get like 3 paralyzed heals. And I think we have 10 potions from that lady. 10, yeah. Maybe we'll get like, yeah, I think we'll rock with 10 for now. We'll save our money. Okay, so technically we're in Sandgem Town now. We're gonna go back to Route 201. And even though technically Turtwig is, I think we got it at Lake Verity actually. Okay, yeah, so we can get our Route 201, or technically our starter. And yeah, let's see what we got. Looking for a Bidoof, a Kricketot. I think those are the only Pokemon we can get on this route. It's a Bidoof. We got big old Bidoof here. Alright, Bidoof is level 3. We're gonna go for a Tackle. It's gonna go for Growl, that's fine. I think I'm gonna start throwing Pokeballs now just because a critical hit would totally mess this Bidoof up. And we'll use a Premier Ball. We'll make it unique. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! Bidoof, welcome to the squad. Ooh, actually, oh golly, I think I might have already messed up here. I gotta check to see our encounter tables. Did we just miss out on Kricketune, actually? Oof. Maybe I should have, okay, no, I can get it on Route 202. We're good. I was worried that Kricketune was like an only Route 201 encounter, and I'm like, oh no, did we mess up already? Alright, Bidoof, the plump mouse Pokemon. It constantly gnaws on logs and rocks to whittle down its front teeth and nests alongside water. Fun. Yes, we will give Bidoof a nickname. Tony. Will I be able to fit the whole word? Soprano. And let me just make sure I'm spelling soprano properly. Let's see. I got it. I got to be spelling it. Yep. Tony Soprano, the Bidoof. Welcome to the squad. I probably won't use each character's first and last name, because some of them have like really long last names. But at least for these first few, like Tony, for instance, there are multiple Tonys in the show, so I gotta differentiate them, you know? But here, we will go to our PC. We'll put Turtwig in like box 17 to somewhere away. We'll change the Swarp wallpaper to, oh golly. We'll do this one. This one seems cool. This will be the, oh my goodness. It's the whacked box. If you're in here, you got whacked. Alrighty, so we have Tony Soprano, the Bidoof. We'll heal up at the Pokemon Center with Nurse Joy. You see, Nurse Joy, she, you know, the Morph family in Sinnoh, they lent her and her sisters some money. Same with the Pokemon Center people. So, they owe us, you know, some free healings here and there. Alrighty, we'll go to Route 201. Hopefully we'll run into some not so strong Pokemon. Starly. Oh golly, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I hope it's level 2. I'm a little okay, perfect. We'll go for tackle. Hopefully it doesn't get any crits on us. This is gonna be scary, these first few battles, while we're so low level. 1 crit and we're kinda not doing so good. Tackle does okay damage. It's just gonna keep growling at us, but there's nothing we can do. There is nothing we can do yet. We'll go for a tackle. Okay, so this looks like probably 3 more tackles and we'll be good. We'll see how much its tackle does to us. Hopefully not much. 3 damage, that's not too bad. We should be able to, oh, was that even a crit? I don't know what happened there. That was kinda insane. Because usually this is critical hit. Okay, cool. Alrighty, we got 16 experience. Not bad, not bad. We'll go back to the Pokemon Center. This is gonna be annoying. I'm going to do most of my grinding off camera. Obviously, if a death happens or whatever, I'll try to record it just so that way, you know, it's shown and the Pokemon gets the respect it deserves. But typically I don't want to waste anyone's time with just mindless grinding, you know, it's just, that's not good content. But I definitely think that for this first little part, we'll get to level 4 or 5 maybe. We'll go to Route 202 and maybe try to catch, I think Kricketune can be the only Pokemon we can get on that route. Let me double check. Yeah, because we're not using Luxray, we're not using Staraptor, so it looks like Kricketune will be the only Pokemon we can get. And that does bring up an important rule. We are going to be operating under DUPES Clause, so if we find a Pokemon that we already have, we can reroll encounters until we can find an eligible Pokemon. I think that's a good rule. You know, I mean, it could be cool to use a bunch of the same Pokemon, but if it's something busted, that just takes the fun out of it. And I like the uniqueness of Nuzlocke, being able to use Pokemon that I would never normally use, you know? I think it it gives me a good challenge to use something that's outside of my comfort zone, you know? One more tackle and the Bidoof should be toast. Alrighty, perfect. Perfect, and oh my gosh, we're so close. Did we take damage in that battle? I'm gonna heal up with a potion. I don't want to have to run all the way back to Nurse Joy, and we're not using them in battle, so it won't, we won't go through them that fast, hopefully. Another Bidoof. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes. Hopefully, Tony Soprano, the Bidoof, can take us all the way to the top, and yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride. Alright, let's go for tackle again. And I know that oh golly, most Nuzlocke videos these days are super, you know, heavily edited, just one-shot videos, you know, and that's awesome. I hope to be able to get to that point someday, but you know, I'm not that good at editing yet, so it's definitely gonna take me some time to learn all that stuff. You know, I'm just starting to get better and better about, you know, thumbnail making and stuff like that, so it's all a process, you know. I hope that given some time, I hope that I'll be able to look back at videos like these and be like, wow, look at how far I've come, you know. Alrighty, come on. I just want to get to level 4, but oh, that's not good. That's not good. Tony Soprano, please. We just started our journey together. I can't lose you. Yeah, speed, perfect. I think that brings us up to level 4 now. Perfect. And I think I'm going to get him to level 5 before we go to Route 202. Route 202 has Pokemon up to level 4, and I don't want to risk not being able to escape from them and, you know, dying. That would not be fun. But yeah, let's see what we got here. And I think actually what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get Tony up to level 5, and then I think I'll end the video there, just because I think that'll be a good place to call it, and because I don't want this video to go too long. It's already at about 27 minutes right now, so just a little longer, and that'll be good. All right, let's go for tackle. Does some good damage. Alrighty. 2 more should do it, I think. But yeah, I'm excited about some of the Pokemon we can catch. I think they'll be really unique. Let's see, like we can, given our rules, we can catch Pokemon like Carnevine, Chimecho, Mothim. I'm going to include fossils, Rampardos and Bastiodon, because they're technically under the base stat total limit. You know, Seaking, Spiritomb is going to be an interesting Pokemon. I am going to allow it because it is under the, whatchamacallit, is under the base stat total rule I have. But actually, let me double check. Is it? It should be. It should be, unless I'm a silly goose and I, hold on. I have my list right here of everything just to keep track. I mean, I think it's under the rule set, but no, you never know. I don't see it yet. Ooh, that's a little worrying. Did I already make a mistake? Well, if it's under 500, it should be on the list, right? Okay, there it is. 485. Yeah, so Spiritomb is just such a weirdly unique Pokemon. Like, it would take so long to get one, but if I can get one, I feel like if I earn it, then I could probably use it. And fun fact, I actually I did a Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Hardcore Nuzlocke before, and I won it. Not nearly as many rules as this one, just a regular Hardcore Nuzlocke. But I actually took the time in the Grand Underground to find all the NPCs, and I used a Spiritomb. It ended up dying to Flint's... oh golly, one of Flint's Pokemon. I think it was like his Lopunny or Steelix or something, but it got me all the way to the Elite Four, and it was so much fun to use. Oh my gosh. A lot more frail than I thought, but still really cool. Okay, one more battle. We're almost there, Tony Soprano. We're almost there, I promise. Gosh, I'm gonna have so much fun making a thumbnail for this video. This is gonna be awesome. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be like, I'm thinking like a Bidoof, maybe like a Bidoof head edited on Tony Soprano's body, or like Bidoof with like a, I don't know, like a fedora. Or, no, Tony Soprano doesn't wear a fedora. Just something fun, you know, like a Bidoof in the mob, you know. Can I check right now? I can check. Okay, sweet. Let's see, bold nature, so minus attack plus defense. That's not horrible. I'll take it. I prefer natures like that personally when I do Nuzlocks. I don't really care too much about the attack unless it's like an adamant Alakazam or a modest Machamp or whatever, you know, like something like that sucks. But typically I like if the defenses are boosted. I hate using frail Pokemon in Nuzlocke. It just makes me so anxious because, you know, one crit and, you know, you're done. You're toaster strudel. But yeah, it definitely isn't a bad nature for us. I think it could have been a lot worse, you know. But yeah, we'll KO this Bidoof here, I think. There we go, finally. Yeah, don't expect to see too much grinding in the future, really. I'll try to work editing magic in the future videos if I can, and speed it up, just because, you know, you guys are here for the fun gym leader battles and stuff. I'm here for those fun battles too, and I want to, you know, be able to show you guys what you came here to see, you know. But oh my gosh, my guinea pigs are going wild right now. I don't know what happened, but they are weaking up a storm. And that's kind of cool too. Bidoof is kind of like a guinea pig sort of. I mean, I know it's kind of like a beaver, but it reminds me of my guinea pig sort of. Alrighty, let's check Bidoof out. Unaware, when attacking the Pokemon ignores the target's stat changes. That's not a bad nature. It's good stats all around. This Pokemon is pretty bold by nature. It's strong-willed and likes sour food. Let's go, Bidoof. Let's go. Alrighty, so I think that's the end of episode 1. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next episode. We're gonna save real quick, and yeah, I'll see